We made it to today. Barely. Barely made it to today. Welcome in, everybody. Well, thank you for watching on the VOD. Oh, looks like I brought in a little friend here. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. My co-host said it was far too late to do Thanks I Love It this evening. So as you can see, it is a little late for us. Actually, I kind of want to wear. Let me see how this looks. Let's see if we do. Oh, oh. I mean, I do like my green one. Green is my favorite. Let's see if I wear my little green robe. I just wish my air conditioner was working. Oh my gosh. Gosh, air conditioner, why don't you want to work? You better work. Why wouldn't you want to work? Oh, come, Loki. You wanna be my co-host? Come here. You want me to take this off you? Come. Is it locked? Oh, is it relaxing to have that off, ma'am? That's a good girl. That's a good girl. So today has been quite the day. We skipped right to tea time. We were going to be here much earlier. Um, but it has been really? You're just gonna stick your little foot in there like that. We'll get into some tea in just a second. Let's see how everybody's hanging in there. Hey, Sean, how you living? How's it going tonight? I can't believe how hot it is. Holy crap. And my AC is not working. Yo, what up, Steezy? How you living? My co-host has changed for this evening. I can't believe it was like 100 something today. Honestly, truly, like being that being like a gajillion degrees. Yo, for real. I did not drink enough water. I'm not hydrated enough. Um, today went by really fast. We did get a lot of work done for the show. So like we're working on Thanks I Love It, which is a Monday show, and within Thanks I Love It there's like segments like good shit. Tea time is one of them, and then like physical therapy with Thor. That's like sports with Thor, and like meditation with Loki. So we're working on all these segments. So we did get a lot of good work today. However, I had to go to my mom's because I had to water the plants and like take care of stuff, and then I met all her neighbors. So I didn't get done the things like necessarily I needed to, and I want to hold space for the people that like found out she passed away, and I didn't know how to tell everyone. Like I don't know how to say it. Sometimes I say it and I blurt it out, like I'm at a store or like I need something or sometimes it just comes out, and then sometimes like I don't know what I'm supposed to do yet or whatever, and like so I'm in this like weird molasses, and I know that she has like a wonderful community, um but like we've only been there a few years, so I'm trying to navigate everything as best as possible, but I had I felt like I had to hold some space for everyone. Um, so every time I was like I was in the house or whatever, then a neighbor would come up and ask me what was going on or what happened. And I had to tell the story of what happened like a few times repeatedly. And and that was a lot for me at this point in time. And I'm speaking slower these days because it's taking a lot of energy to get through this. Like it's taking a lot of energy to get through mourning this and existing and being normal and like just going about my day and being like okay, right? It's taking so much energy. So I'm speaking slower. I know it. I know I am. And it's just taking every fiber of my being because I have to just like be normal, like everything is fine and the craziest thing in my life didn't just happen. And so then after like having to repeat the story a handful of times and talk about it, sober, and and then like I was like, hey, nobody really knows I'm like streaming or anything like that, right? Like that's we're in a 55 plus community, so I get in my car and now I'm like, okay, like it's a little bit later than I really wanted to. I wanted to be live by now, and and then it's all like sinking in, because when you say something, right? So like when you say something, you're 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 putting it into existence. Oh, everything just did its thing that it does when it freezes and does the thing. So hopefully you're still with me. And so you're reliving it, you're in the energy of it, you're in the vibration of it, the frequency of it. Um yeah. And so I had to like get that out of my body for a minute, and then it really slowed me down, and Loki wasn't feeling good. Um Loki was like whining and crying, and then we got home and Thor was just still moping. Like Thor didn't want to come with me today. He didn't want to leave the house. Um Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Phoenix. How you doing, Phoenix? How you living? It's great to see everybody in chat. Thank you for joining me for tea time. Steezy, you drive school buses and there was no AC. Yo, I can't with this right now. I can't. Like there needs to be AC. My AC is not working. I think it's malarkey. Um, and everyone, welcome to tea time. We're gonna get a little banner for next time so that everyone knows when it's tea time. Okay, can you let me touch your foot or no? And something's going on with Loki. Um, I and like there's just so many things at the same time. There's so many things. She needs a biopsy for this thing that's growing on her chest. I can see now in one of her eyes that there is some kind of glaucoma happening in Loki's face, and like I don't have it. I need a new tire. You guys saw that my air pressure was at 2. So like all this stuff's happening, right? So I'm just like, okay. So I'm like driving home and I'm like, okay. And I'm like really pumped. I'm really pumped to do the segment. And I still think I'm gonna get here. I'm gonna get in the door and I'm just gonna like sign on and I'm like ready for good shit. And I'm like ready for good shit. And Thor is just like not, he's just like not. And neither is Loki and like the cats and I get it. And we're like tired. And and Thanks I Love It is going to be like an early day show when I get there, right? Like when I get there. And it's going to be a nice, it's going to it's I have these things, these plans. I have so many plans. And so we're going to get like pieces of it as I grieve, because the point of it is that it's a living it's a living thing. It's a living thing. And tea time is something I used to do with my mom, because it's like it's something everybody does, right? In some way, shape, or form. You kiki, or you have tea, or you throw shade. But there's different variations of it. What mom and I used to do is just kind of let it all out, and there was never any judgment. And we held space for the ways in which we needed to learn how to say things. We would be able to talk, and you can't assume someone is going to know how to say things, right? If I'm this many years old today and I'm trying to learn how to communicate with you on this topic, and I'm like saying it to you, well then I need a safe place to practice saying this to you. And then I need to understand that you are going to also be safe with me and teach me how to say things better, or what's a better way to be, without any judgment or criticism. So, and it would be, if we're screaming at whatever, okay, and then it would be like, all right, well, let's empathize, right? She taught me how to empathetically listen, how to what that actually means, right? Um, seeing it not from their side, which is just sympathy, right? Like, oh, I sympathize with you. I can see it from here in my body. I can see what you're saying, and I feel for you. But I can empathize with you in the ways in which, wow, if I took a moment as you, with your conditions, with your life, and the ways in which you move through the world, I can feel how that must be so, XYZ, or, you know, um, and then you can ask open questions that way. You can provide a space for them to share that experience in deeper ways. Um, and then go like things like, well, what would feel good in this moment? Okay, and then why would that feel good? Or what would this do? And it's not to question you, right? It's not hostile. It's creatively asking you. It's curiously asking you, right? It's not asking adversely, right? And I miss it. Um she told me once, she was so she said it's okay if I wanted to take a break from love once. And I said, well, I'm so young. I'm just tired. And I'm just tired. It's hard. It's hard when you are looking for someone to grow with you, and not want to put themselves on you, and like live their vision or fit you in their world. Uh, I spent so many years, I spent all of my years figuring out how to learn everyone else's language because I learned out the gate that no one was going to try and learn mine. And that was fine. Um, I never really thought about it. I just said that was okay. Like, who needs it? I can just make someone else feel warmer if I just let them feel understood. So after everything, she said, it's okay. After your dad, I took a break and I've had a wonderful life. Being single, you can be single, you can be fine. And I said I would like let my heart rest and and just wait. And I just would, when you do the things that make you glow, right? You find people in it and you find, it's the same thing I tell you all, right? In dating and in love and in relationships, you find your people when you are doing the things that make you light up. Because if you're looking for someone who loves Renaissance fairs and games and animals, well, you're gonna find them in those hobbies, right? I would love to like have one day where I don't have like fur in my face though. I think that ship has sailed. Ugh, that ship has sailed. Um, and like I think about that moment because like that wasn't that long ago, but you can't avoid heartbreak. You can't because like I I tried to take a break as tough as it was and dry as dry as it felt where I couldn't I couldn't bring myself to do all of my magical Ted Mosby romantic gestures. I couldn't. I was too afraid to be stifled again. I wanted to fall in love again. I want to. Because I'm so good at love. I'm ridiculous. I'm so good at it. And that doesn't mean I'm good at it. Like, I'm not, like, I'm not, of course, I'm going to have arguments and be ridiculous and need things like kill the bugs and don't ask me to open jars and be outrageous. Um, but I needed a break because I needed to feel this want again. And so I took a break and everything felt cold and I felt like maybe that was it. Maybe she was right. And maybe I'm too much for people and that's fine. So I just went about it and I thought I just prioritize career. But you can't because like heartbreak's gonna find you. And I just didn't think it would be her. I just didn't think it would be her. I thought I was safe from that for a while longer. So we don't we don't really get time. We don't get it. We don't get it. But anyway, uh, she, she was just I just I can't quite wrap my head around it. And I was really prepped for today, but I think having to really like immerse myself in the reliving of it, like super sober.
Not that I've been like off my nest or anything like that. Um, and then like once I got home and like the animals were like, we are not fucking doing it. I thought I thought I would just skip to tea time. I thought I would just skip to tea time. If that's all right with you all. Um, and just hear about your days and we can talk shit. We can talk and I can answer questions or not and play some Zelda with you. The only way to avoid heartbreak is to not have a heart. Well, we can't do that here, Tar. Unless we're official Skelly kids, you know that. So you're not too much. I had it put into my head after my divorce by my family that I wouldn't end up being good enough for a relationship. The right person won't think you're too much, and you'll be plenty enough for them, and they'll embrace every aspect of you. Fuck any plans. Let's live for the moment. Well, y'all know me and my plans. You know I have so many plans. I can make plans with the best of them. I'm so good at plans. What I really want is um in my plans to make the bedroom have wood like look like it's a tree house is what I really want. That's the dream. The dream is to make the bedroom look like a tree house that is Caress Drow's room. That's it. That's it. It's honestly we're just circling back to getting to that room. Just laying wood in the bedroom. It just comes back to wood and bears. Wood and bears. That's it. I hate to bolt, but after a rough few days, I'm on medication. Oh gosh, I hope you're okay, Tar. I'm so sorry. Oh God, I accidentally killed the female drow twin in one of my runs. Oh, I hope she's getting medication too. The little foot. The little foot. Yeah, Loki's been just upset. Um, she growled at me when I picked her up to put her in the car. Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me how you got sick. And then I was reading like I tried to pickpocket and I was like, what'd you do? I tried to pickpocket her and hit the wrong button and shot her. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. Whoops. Oh, this took a swerve. Yeah, I was just thinking about Miss Soupson the other day and how like I really need to play again. So Miss Soupson's gonna come back. Good night, all, and I'm sure things will be fine for me in time. But yeah, rough few days. Talk later. Yeah, keep me posted. Hope you feel better. Sleep well. Um, I had Thor on the couch, and then I was like, wait, really quick, let me change. So I go to change, and I I come back. Well, I go to change, and then he like followed me, and then went to bed. That was the story. Hey, you're smiling. It's the important thing for now. Oh, Phoenix. I mean, I can do that. That's the beauty of being a performer for almost 2 decades. Well, being a performer in wrestling for almost 2 decades, I could really count that I've been it for like 20 years. Yeah. I've been at this gig for basically my whole life. I mean, depends on the tea that you want. Well, the thing is, I mean, there's nothing to be done. Oh, I love peppermint tea. Oh, I should have put a mint bag in there. Sometimes I like 2 bags. I like to do 2 bags, Huffle. And then and you do like you mix it up. I did English breakfast because like I missed her, but I don't have any honey. My honey went crusty. I had a little bit left and it congealed. It just went. I can't get it out of the bottle. I'll have to get more honey. Yeah. Oh. I'm growing a metric ton of peppermint in my backyard. I made my own using stevia plant from last year. It was good. Put your honey in a bowl of water and heat up the water. Some of it might on sugar. Yeah, that's good advice. You like your tea like you like your bears, strong and apparently minty. It's true, I do like a minty bear. Um, the only thing about peppermint is that it's toxic to dogs, but otherwise I love growing mint all over the yard. I don't know how to combat it in this heat, but I do want to grow mint all over the house again. I might grow it at this house, this new place. They were also asking a lot of questions as to like what I was doing with the house and like when am I going to be back, and like it was very overwhelming. Um and then yeah, it was very overwhelming. We used to have mint that grew in the backyard, almost couldn't get rid of it. Yeah, yeah, it's good. Bonnie isn't able to roam free in the yard, so I hadn't thought about it being bad for doggos. Good point. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. She's not able to roam free. I always dreamt of having a sniff garden. She can't get at it. See, Thor and Loki, they like weird stuff. That's the only reason I brought it up is because like for instance, Loki loves to smell coffee. She loves to smell coffee. Like, so I can smell. Yeah, I love touching random plants so I can smell my hands after rubbing the leaves. Yeah, me too. I always used to love that. It's like my mom would open up a bag of coffee every morning and like then she would give it to Loki before she made it. Um, no, it doesn't look weird. I don't know if it looks weird to others, but it's not to me, Huffle. I love the smell of basil and oregano and tomato plants and mint. I also love smelling all the spices in the kitchen when cooking. Oh my gosh, me too. It's like the best part of cooking. Oh, I miss it. I mean, Kitchen of Chaos will be back because I will have my mom's kitchen. So, you know, there's that. Hey, Turbo. We're having some tea time. Oh, that's it. I said Kitchen of Chaos is coming back and now Huffle's BRBing. Did you add Twitch telling me to clip or is it just doing that? I have no idea what you're talking about. Loki is snoring though. Loki is for sure snoring. 100%. Hands down. Um, yep. Loki's butt. I tried to get her face in here, but she's in her spot. Like this part of the couch is her spot. Thor wanted nothing to do with the segment. I tried to set up good shit and he was like, "Good night." So, we'll be doing that in the morning. I'm just gonna leave it like this and we'll hang out. Yeah, I'm so glad you like it. I love this one. By far, I think this is one of my best works. Um, I'm probably gonna make some merch with it. like the TV screen and then just have like verbiage on it. Like, can you just, thanks, I love it. Um, just some stuff. I'll try to make stuff that makes sense because I don't want anything to be too expensive, but we have moving costs and I have to figure out how to break my lease because this was a month to month and now it's not and I didn't know that. Um should do a frame from the show in there too. I do have to what do you mean? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do 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 do. Yeah. That's crazy they put that there, Pyro. On top of the chat is clips, solo darlings, best moments. Yeah, I didn't. It might have been something they automatically like selected and then we have to deselect it. Like it's a new option. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be fun. That would be really fun. Or where he's like eating my finger or something. Um, something that just looks insane would be really good. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask a question and you can totally tell me you don't want to talk about it now or rehash it. Okay. You ran away and you're back. Starburst, starburst, starburst. That's really funny, Pyro. I'm open to submissions. It's tea time. Oh, I didn't put it in the multi chat. I always forget that. I've been in a lot of pain for the last few weeks, so I haven't had a lot of span for online socialness. I'm so sorry for the timing of that. I've missed a lot of important life stuff for you. Rendering images and clips I can do. All right. Yeah, if you want to mess around with some art, Pyro, we can do that. I might do like a stream where we just make like Tilly art. Yeah. I'm really sorry you've been in so much pain, Huffle. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. I'm trying to keep updated in your life without asking you to continually relive stuff. I'm sorry. I know that's really difficult. Um, I'm trying to find a happy medium where I find a place where I can just access it without it adding, like I'm trying to find a place like cuz it's natural. People got to ask questions, so I don't want it to stack. Yeah, I'm going to be moving to mom's. Um it's you know, I have things that I have to take care of in order to do that. Um I've had a lot of like intel, like people like, oh, we have to check, and oh, it's 55 plus, and oh, it's this and that. And it's like, well, mom took care of a lot of that before. Like, she was like the most careful person, you know? So, so like, I just need time to sort that out, the legal stuff and the paper stuff and the private matters. Yeah, it's an age community. Um, but like she already took care of that before moving in. Like I'm aware of how that works. Um, but you know, yeah, like we already, so before she even moved, so that's the thing is that like my mom considers everything. Um, my mom does like extensive research and we were all we had, right? So like we were it. And that's not to say I am not grateful or love or appreciate all the support or anything like that. That's just in terms of like family. I have family, but like they were doing their lives. They did their lives and it was very clear to me after I spoke on the phone that like it didn't even matter what I went through as a kid. I came forward to just say this happened. I don't need you to do anything about it, but it happened and like it didn't register. So we'll see. Um Mom and I we looked out. Mom was able to take care of everybody. So the same way like we're not the type of people that are just like, "Oh, I don't know." Like so when mom takes care of something and like I know you know this just cuz like teacher mind, like you have that kind of like foresight, you have your students, like you have that kind of like, all right, they need this one, this one, this one, this one. She was an assessment director for the Board of Education of New York City. She did Regents Director. She translated state exams into several different languages. She left aeronautical engineering to make sure that mom and pop were good, that my aunt could live her dream, and that I had an opportunity to go do mine. She was one of 3 women to be the first women in Polytechnic University to make it co ed. She had to fight every fucking male teacher that told her she didn't belong there. She's not for the weak. And I don't know, am I moving here? Can you live here? So when I do things and sometimes I get a little short or snappy, it's because I forget that you all don't know that I'm playing a bit. I'm playing bits. I'm giving you all pieces of me and my vulnerability. We come from very layered, multifaceted brains. She was the most intelligent woman and not just book smart. Her emotional intelligence surpassed anyone I knew because she was able to be calmly understand the context of things. She calmly proceeded to try and understand all the context before proceeding. So before she moved anywhere here and paid money, she made sure we were going to be okay. But people from outside or people that don't know because they don't think about that or we don't think about that. I had people knocking on my door today going, "Well, this is the 55 plus." Okay, but you don't know us. You don't know where we come from or what we've been through. So, like, it might be, but you have to understand that some age communities allow the kids of the parents to move in while the parents are alive or in risk, or if something happens, they will allow the kids to move in before they're 55. And depending on how the will and testament are written, right, the kids can move in. You have to find those communities if you plan on gifting that or giving it to the kids, right? And well meaning, they're friends, they're friends. I can't parse everybody out yet. No, no age. No, no age. Um, and I didn't say anything to anybody because I didn't know. They're like, but you didn't tell us. I didn't know to tell you. I didn't know who she was close with. I knew she had friends in the neighborhood, but I'm from the hood. I needed to make sure that, like, I don't know who to tell what, or we don't broadcast these things. She was a private person. And I'm broadcasting this right now, but she was a private person. I I am the one in front of the camera. She was private. She was just getting used to being in front of the camera. She was letting me. She was letting me share her in all her beauty and light because she was a gift. And then so for those things, you just have to find the community that will allow that. So it's just certain clauses. It sounds more like it's their job as the community members. They all offered help, which was very sweet. They all offered help. And you all know me with my 55 plus at the gym, so it won't take me long. Um it's just I don't know them. And so for me it's really hard because I don't know them. So to let them into like personal matters, I think I just want to, as tough as it is, I need to understand this for myself and, maybe have one person as counsel, right? Like these are private things. And then when I need something else, like could you make me a casserole? I would love a home cooked meal. Um, wouldn't mind that whatsoever. If you want to spoil me, I am so not past that. Do you want to make me a cuppa? I am not above it. Um, yeah. And they're like, it's quiet. And I'm like, oh, don't worry. Yeah, a casserole sounds amazing right now, right, Phoenix? Right though? So I binge watched with Rad, The Woman Across the Street, something something on Netflix. It's great. It's great. Huffle, you gotta check it out. You gotta fucking check it out. You gotta check it out. The woman, it's a really long title. The Woman Across the Street was something with Kristen Bell, and it plays into all the tropes of like a woman who watches true crime or whatever, and it's really funny. um and nobody believes her, and like oh, but you drink, and you don't know what it is at first, but it's also funny and dark humor. It was very fitting, and I needed it because sometimes like I want to just have dark humor about this, and like I don't think people are ready yet for it, but I have dark humor. I have dark humor about this. What else are you gonna do? Um, like I couldn't say anything to them, but like, they're all like, "Oh my gosh," and it was so sudden, and then I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You have to check the age, it's 55 plus." And I was like, "Hey, look, I know that I moisturize. I must look like I'm fresh out of 21 to you, but I'm 38, So, not even 20 years. Not even 20 years. And honestly, hop, skip, and a jump. Who knows what's next? Eh? And I was like, and they were like, oh, or they would say like, oh, so there's a sudden, no, it's a tragedy, and you go through the witness in it, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it's terrible. I was like, well, she's safer over there. And they look at me, and I'm like, now I understand where I am. So I said, it's safer over there. And then they're like, um, well, yes. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, and she doesn't have to worry about losing Medicare or, I mean, it's a weird time to be alive, isn't it? We got World War III kind of starting, so I don't have to. I'm there, but sorry, Huffle. I broke Huffle. Um, but like, and then I also like have to remember where I am and like I might have forgotten that I was speaking to her peers. I did get some weird like it's just safer on the other side. You don't have to worry about health insurance, paying bills, uh, you know, Trump, trombones. As a 55 plus community, not an next to death community. The generation gaps would be a whole thing to learn and navigate. Uh, yeah, I think I met a man that had okay, all right, hear me out. Do the huffle. So, oh, I know about MASH and I do enjoy MASH. It's just hard to, because so did my dad. And I know about the original A Team, Phoenix. Quit trying to act like you're so old. Uh, yeah, Hiroshima was to make people safe. Pyro. I'm gonna be 40 this year. If you need help getting some extra convincing, I could probably pass for 55 with a touch of work. I can do your makeup. I am though. No, you're just pretending. You're doing that thing in the insurance commercials where they're like acting like your parents, and then like you forget, and you're wearing the dad hats and the khakis, and like you know, and then they're like, be young because you're young, and that's what happens. You have to remember you're young, Phoenix. You have to remember, or else we turn around and then we're 80, and the 80-year-olds party younger than us. The smoke blew all over Europe. Mom couldn't keep three little kids inside for weeks. We played outside. That's my excuse. What's everyone else's? Wait, what? Chernobyl exploded. Wait. I was living in Germany when Chernobyl exploded? Oh my God. Phoenix, you got your walker? It's not official until you put the tennis balls on the bottom. Wow. Huffle, you're a legend. You got your tennis balls though? So you have like iron lungs, huh, Huffle? No, you're not an old. You're just a legend. Okay, can we just like not though? Do you want the brush? Starburst? Oh.
See what I mean about staying young and grooming? Gotta keep your cat groomed. I need glasses. I thought Starburst was Loki for a second. Yeah, Loki's here also. I didn't think it affected us any, but it's fun to pretend. And the size and the coloring. Oh, hey, glasses. And the fact that she meowed, it's fine, probably. I got new ones. Ooh, I want to see a picture. I am really excited for the good shit segment. So tune in tomorrow morning for good shit. For sure, for sure. We'll definitely we'll definitely do it up. I'm fucking hungry because I didn't eat. Um, I've been getting weird waves of nausea where like I'm starving and then I'm nauseous and then I have a pain in my sternum here and then I can't breathe and then I feel like my head is in a fishbowl and then I feel dizzy and then the hunger leaves and then I'm just nauseous. Hey, bar dog. All kidding aside, I got asked if I was 28 or 29 the other day. See, that's pretty good. I haven't started wearing them yet because I've been managing all my face pain. Yo, you got bifocals, Huffle? That's hot. Like Mysterio on a cruise ship, basically. Oh, wait, the nausea or the face pain? Or the 28-year-old? The 28-year-old nauseous with bifocals and face pain is like Mysterio on a cruise ship. I think we got it, Starburst. I think we nailed it. That was it. She's like, just brush me more. I didn't ask you for anything else but brushing. Pet me and love me. Admittedly, the bifocals don't look like bifocals, but I know what they are. The wanting to throw up and wearing a fishbowl. I have a little cat. Her name is Starburst. I thought she was gonna meow. And she likes that. Solo, would you like some late night food monies? Hey, can you just like bring over some hot dogs? You don't even have to give me the money. Just bring over the food. I like that she gets like, hey, it's bedtime. Fine, it's bedtime. And then we'll do it here. Fine. If you won't do it there, I guess we'll do it here. Everybody's going to be here in a week. They're just going to be here in a week. Honey, are you okay? Baby. Loki. Loki. You having a big dream? Thor did not want any of it today. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about Thor today. A little worried about Thor today. I'm about a day and a half drive out. I'm limited to my bike right now. Phoenix and I use the same delivery service. I'm limited to feet. Trains exist, but I like the walking joke. Hey, Starburst. Hey, Starburst. Would you like to wear a bow? Would you like to wear a bow on your ears? Beautiful. I legit wonder how much Amtrak would be to you. Give me a train station near you. Starburst, do you hear this? Philly. Philly, near a Dottie's. You're gonna want to go near. You're gonna want to end up near a Dottie's Donuts. Yeah, I think it's best. I think it's best if you end up if you end up nearest. No, it's called the Dottie's Donuts for Me station. What do you think, Starburst? What kind of donut do you want? I want a sugar jelly donut because those are the only real donuts. All other donuts can be tested in my mouth, but they're not superior to sugar jelly. Hey, Marshall, you want that off? I mean, I don't mind brushing you if that's what you want. You just want to rub your face on it? Cake, donut with cherry frosting, sprinkles optional. I'm not mad about that. See, I'm just gonna give her this brush and she can scratch her little face on it. Um, I was thinking of uh like ways in which we grieve together. Like no one really shared ways to grieve together. It's just like here are the things we do and then we grieve and it sucks or we don't and we shove it down into a hole and then we just it bubbles up later and ruins our relationships and like things that we care about. Or we we rush through it and never deal with it and we deal with it on the other side, which is fun. Because it's just going to make work for the overall consciousness. We're gonna have to deal with it next time. Um, or any of the other gradients I didn't cover. So I thought the one thing that stuck out to me. Okay, Starburst, you weren't supposed to leave. No, Starburst, we were doing a thing. Okay, fine. The one thing that stuck out to me was like, it must be common for people who've gone through things like this to have like audacious things said to them. And they're funny. They're not funny like, oh, the person's mean. It's like the person that said it is grieving and doesn't know what to say and like wants to say something kind or profound or just okay. And then it comes out like whatever. And then the person grieving like lost a parent or parental figure, right? Because, whoever that parental figure is. And then you just get like the weirdest. like change, right? You get this weird moment in time. Um, and I thought, like within tea time or within this, like I think I can hold space for that. I think what if we explored a space where we talked about ways that like we weren't given an option on how to grieve with each other. So like what if we just figured out ways that we enjoyed it more? Not that it's an enjoyable thing, but we we just got past it by figuring out other ways to do it and hold it. We can hold it. We can bridge the gap from the stoic whatever to the ways that people have such like rigid rituals or like like the audacious like you have to go greet them, you know. Like what? I have to do what? What do I have to do now? You're lucky I have pants on. You know, like I have clothing on today. What are you talking about? Um and I'm good for it. And so I want to invite people over time. Obviously, this is just like me talking about it. If you have stories or if you feel like sharing at another tea time or things come up, that's a space we can explore. Or maybe you're talking about it with a friend or someone has lost someone and um maybe we can explore that and make it easier on each other. I know that like my default was trying to do that anyway at the funeral and at the wake and at dinner and because it's such a like um it's such an awkward thing. So, you know, like always trying to make jokes to make it a little but trying to hold space for the like the seriousness. And so I think there's like something there. I don't know. I think there's something there. Um Cherry frosted donut sounds like the thing I need to have now, Huffle. Pyro. There's a lot of times I have no idea, but this time I have to admit, I have no clue how to grieve as more than one person. Empathy next to someone, sure, but together, no idea. I'm glad you have pant on, or you'd be in a lot of trouble with Twitch. I don't know, Huffle. The times they are a changin'. Um, things that come up for that Pyro are moving together, anticipating each other's needs, right? One thing is knowing how we are and knowing how we operate, and it's as simple as that. Um, I know Leva's snacks. Okay, I can guess that there are seasons of these snacks, but I know a few that might be pretty steady in the vicinity. If something, if she needed something, well, empathy is not next to. Sympathy's next to. Empathy is embodying. Empath is almost embodying with like sometimes without knowing you're doing it, right? But empath is like feeling it directly, right? Empath is almost like you walk in a room and I can like feel you. Okay? That's not empathy. That's I'm an empath or I feel you walking in the room, right? Sometimes it's like that where we don't have control over it. It's a skill and a practice, and then sometimes some people can be like overpowering, or sometimes we're just like if I'm malnourished that day, like I don't like eat right, or I don't like have my shit together, or like I'm not in that right space, and I walk into a room and then I'm like, oh my god, okay, hold on, I'm not ready for this high energy. I gotta like, and I pick up people's energy, right? So it doesn't have to be overcomplicated either. The best thing is to know that everybody's also eating, also working out, taking care of their health, hydrating, and knowing they care, feeling them there, and feeling someone holding your hand is different than having someone telling you they're holding their hand. And I'm also guilty of it. I'm guilty of it because I'm a busy person. Um, and my mom had to work a lot too to make things possible for us. As a single parent, she would be with me as much as she could, but sometimes she would tell me she was there, but she had to work a little bit, right? And then she was there, but she was always there. You know what I mean? She was always there for me. Um, it's same. It's the same. So I'm used to creating space though, Pyro. So so we might have different superpowers, similar superpowers, overlapping ones or Venn diagram. And that's beautiful because we are complementary. We are a great team together. And I've appreciated all that you've done and helped me with and supported me through. And I appreciate what's going on. So things like this are just making sure that we keep going, I think it's that. I think it's finding ways to live this new life together. For me, it'll be honoring her by trying to do everything I said I was going to do, you know, and then some, because we're just a family of overachievers and teachers and artists and doctors and all that. So that kind of thing, you know. But none of us know. Yeah, don't think any one of us really know, Pyro. None of us know anything. As as much as we know, we still don't. Yeah, it's a shot in the dark. It's just leading with light and love, and then you find it. And sometimes it doesn't work out, and then you try again. It's the comfort of knowing that you're okay. The beauty of a brave space is knowing that you can try, and then if it don't work, you just do something else. I love that she's just giving butt. Poor girl. Oh my gosh, I have to do this like form. She's giving butt. I have to do this like form tonight. Oh, Bonnie's giving butt too. I love that. And like fill out information about her. My God. We used to watch like all the shows together. But we watched our Gilmore Girls, our Jane the Virgin. We used to like put on a show and then like talk through it and order like a fuck ton of like Chinese food or whatever. We'd still get it like steamed or what, but like we'd still order a bunch of it and just like cozy in. Um, I feel like I try to be there for people, but being far away from most people, I kind of feel bad because I can't like physically be there, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's the hardest part, Phoenix, is like, especially being a worker, like a lot of our friends are just like everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So then, like, when we land somewhere, we're like, oh, everybody that I've known for the past whatever is like scattered and through ever, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere in the world. Okay, cool. So like that's a big part of it. A lot of the people I know are like just everywhere. X numbers out. Yeah. X number of hours away. So that's like really tough. Like I wish people were closer because I feel like this would be so much easier. Um, Not that it's easy at all, but you know, it's a bizarre thing. Yeah. I think of the grief sweater. I was thinking about that, but I can't watch any of that now because I'll bawl my eyes out. And I've been trying really hard not to cry. I know I haven't been doing too great, but I'm trying actively not to cry. So I will say, if I had the ability to just dip out of work for a week and come help with anything, I would in a heartbeat. I don't know how to deal with grief really. The hardest losses I've had so far are my sister's baby. Oh, and that loss was mostly sadness for her and our first dog. Oh, losing my first dog was devastating. I can understand. Um, if I could come, I'd love to make you that casserole and watch the doggos and just sit with you. Yeah, honestly, that's like all I need. Like, so I was setting up, I was setting up, I got a couple of things here, for I set up my little, you know, right. Like, so I was fixing up my stream deck, um, and I had asked Rad to help, right? I was like, hey, would you mind, would you mind, uh, would you mind using your magic hands doing the stream deck again for me so I can feed the animals because they have that 6, 7 hour rotation for their medicine. And so awesome. Rad jumped in, he's doing the stream deck, and uh I just start having like a really bad anxiety moment and I can't breathe and and I just start crying and I can't breathe and like I just see the dogs and the cats and like I gotta feed everybody and that happened before I went live. I couldn't. And then I go into the kitchen and Marshall won't stop meowing and I want it to just be okay. So I'm like, everything is good, everybody. Everything's so good. And it's those things. Hey, 999. It's good to see you. How you living, baby? It's like those little things that are like the huge things. Like just for a moment, like if I feed you, can like I have so much laundry to do or something. Food? Can someone do food? Can someone make sure I eat or that my bed is ready or can you make sure that they get a walk and that I get a walk? It's not that I'm not paying attention to these things. It's that everything feels like it's taking so long or that I don't have enough time to just like feel. And so I'm like slowing it down or I'm speeding it up. And then all this in between time is really killing me. I hope you know it's okay for you to cancel stream or to do the stream and tell us that you're not okay. I love that you changed your plans tonight to make it work for you.
Triple nine. I'm great, just sweating my ass off smoking a blunt. Oh, I'm so happy that you're doing that. And yeah, it's really hot. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water, okay, triple nine? Because you're gonna get a little dehydrated. Cheers, buddy. Um, I know it's okay to cancel stream, but I I can't have too many things not be normal. And I think at least keeping something regular and being like connected is somewhat helpful, if even just a little bit. And I definitely know that about you. Like like not streaming for a minute when I canceled stream, I felt worse because then I was just like hyper focusing on and I was gaming and then I was like, okay, well if I'm gaming, let me engage with people because then at least I'm talking with people and I'm hearing about their day and like people can come into the chat because then if it's just me by myself, um I think that's worse for me. And then at least I can like progress and like and then we're building um so like I some days I might have to, but I'm hoping I can work through it. Unfortunately, Huffle, um I I've experienced so many different ways of grief. And that's not like a sad, bad, whatever. It's just life. We all live these different lives and we all live them together and they all contribute. They all contribute. Like I chose this somewhere out there. I chose to come down and do this and like be a part of this and this is our life. This is our story for our family and it's beautiful and I'm just really missing everyone. Like we have a fire stove, like a gas stove, and all the people that taught me how to use a pan to light the rest of the burner are gone. I'm a person that loves her blood, her ethnicity, her family. I grew into loving it after growing through the pain um, of what it is to be half white with a kind of racist dad and fitting in and assimilating and like being told to hide it and being told I'm not enough of it and invisibility and being invisible in my own sexuality and struggling to feel seen in all of these different ways. I love my family, where we come from. And it's something so silly and simple to take the pen when two burners have a flame or one burner and you make that sound that like flicks it and you rub it and then the rest of it gets fire. But so many people have electric or, gas is bad for this and like, nobody it's like almost this like I'm watching a lost art right? Like I'm just like, oh wow, it's such a beautiful thing. And you just take the pan and you flick it over the metal, the burner top. When you rub the pan, it creates a flick. So on top of the burner where you sit the pan, when it has fire, it's not all lit. You just take the pan and you
make a flint and you do it, and when you rub it, it lights the rest of the burner. Um, I hope you feel better soon, beloved. Oh, 999, it's okay. I feel okay. I'm alive and my health is adequate. Um, my mom just died, so, it's fucking Monday. See, getting better at saying it every day. It's fine. I remember you telling me about you and Animal Crossing and how that made you feel more isolated. Yeah, offline games for me are like a sentence to my own insanity. Um, Garfield would have something to say about fucking Mondays, am I right? Um, oh boy. My condolences, love, truly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. So we're doing tea time, baby. Welcome in, welcome in. Love you so much. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your wonderful energy with us. Um and we're in good spirits. My mom was just a love and a light that was just I don't know. I can't even, it's ineffable. She was just everywhere. She loved everyone. She loved all of you. She would peek in. She would say, "Are you streaming? Are you streaming? I don't want to interrupt." And then she would proceed to interrupt, and I loved it. She would always try to pick up something that she thought would be good for stream. And then it would be something I don't even know if I'd be like, I don't know how to use this. She was so great. Yeah, she was just great. That's all. She was great. So, and I'm sure that's how it's been. Yeah. It's the thought of it all. I love it. Or like all the sewing dilemmas for Savannah's gear. It was probably where you all got to like really see a lot of her. Um, and eventually I'd like to get a bunch of clips of her from like footage I have and maybe from that Urgent Wears where she hugs me into sanity and do like a nice little like montage for her. Yeah, so many great memories. Yeah, she's great. And she'll live on because like I talk to her all the time. I'll be like, "All right, where's your thing? I lost it." And Mom, I lost your phone again. Where did I put it? And then like I find her phone because I'm still like talking to people and stuff. Oh. I didn't get to see her, but I'm really glad I got to say hi to her the last time I was online when she was at your place while you were streaming. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We'll have to find that footage. Um, yeah, where she was so sweet, she was calming me off the ledge. Yeah, she appears a lot on the New Year's Eve VOD. And that was such a crazy there was just all these things like crazy little moments of like I got invited to a New Year's Eve party and with my friends. And I was like, where about all our moms? And like everybody's mom was just gonna like be at home. And I was like, sorry guys, like I'm gonna stay with my mom. Like I can't just leave my mom. So I stayed, and that's why I was like, this feels right to like stay home with mom. I'll stream. And because I was like, well, I don't know how many more of these I'm gonna get. Um, and it's just such a like just like yeah, just like one of those things. That was such a fun night. Such a fun night. She had a blast. She was getting into it. hmm The thing is that like I never regretted choosing mom over like hanging out with friends. And like of course, I love my friends. It's just that I always wondered why we couldn't just bring our moms. Like we're all in our 30s. Our moms grew up with us. in the Bronx and they know each other, and it would be good to get them together. So I never understood why we couldn't just kind of stick them together, go together, and then, yeah. So it's more of you where you talk about holding her hand, and I have that saved. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna make me cry. Um, so but I'll have to put up like her modeling pics and all that because she went to Barbizon school. She was a hot little mama. She was. Yeah, I have like like one of the pictures. Can I like, yeah, I don't know how do I bring it up? What? Let me see if I can upload it. Nope, wrong button. If I post it, who's that lady? I'm gonna have this song stuck in my head forever. And my Theopra had these, who I loved. I think you can see me in one of these pictures, but I'm not gonna tell you which one. Hold on, I'm gonna like bring them in the butt twitching. I put hold on, I'm gonna bring them up on Discord. Who's that lady? Do 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 do. Can I just can I just save them all? I have to save each individual one. You. On the catwalk, on the catwalk. I know, ignore it in the chat, guys. You know who you are. You know who you are. Here we go. I could do it this way too. Okay, wait. If I move this here, wait, can I do that? Or did it do a thing where it's not like a real screen anymore? I can't egg it. Oh, okay, wait. If I have to do this, and then I have to do this again. Come on, screen. Just do what I need you to do. It's just do it. Yeah, I know. Wow, two screens. It's amazing. Wow. Wow. I mean, you could be that large.
Wow. Oh, I put it all in one? Why did I put it all in one? All right, wait. Okay, weird. Would you tell me why I have? Oh, I have two displays. Oh, I get it. 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 Is it screen capture? Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. 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 All right. We got there. We got there. We got there. We got there. Ha. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. 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 I know shapes. I know shapes. So she did Barbizon. I took a few pictures of it because I didn't get it scanned yet. So I never know where to put. Whoa. Whoa. What? What? I never know how to click buttons. I always thought that one was really interesting. Also, I could never wear those heels. I tried wearing heels like this, and it was very, very difficult. Very difficult. Yes. Do you have something to say to me, Furbo? I like this little check out my jacket. Look at those heels. Cute. She had a cute little smile. She could do a serious face. But I just posted a few. Just a few of them. Thank you. She look like a TV star, right? But she has one with I really like this one a lot. I like her face in this one. Given a little blue steel. Oh, that's wild. She's had that bracelet forever. Like, if that's the same bracelet, I think I have that bracelet now. That's crazy. Might throw a chancla at you, might not. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. She was good. She never threw it. She never threw it at me. No, grandma didn't either. I've seen it thrown, but never at me. You know? Thrown, but never at me. So, hey, Leon. How you doing? How you living? The rusty Latina is definitely gonna be doing the chancla throwing. Oh, you went to your first Hood Slam show? How'd it go? Shotzi came when you least expected it. Oh, I love her. That's so wonderful. She is one of my favorite people to work with. I love working with Shotzi. I had such an amazing time with her because we had fun. We had fun. We made each other laugh. She took care of me. I did my best to take care of her. You know, I really enjoyed working with her. Like I would love to work with her again for sure. That's somebody I would love to work with. Yeah. Ooh. I just want to like just want to like I also realize that's the only promotion you can throw cash to the ring to tip the workers. Well, I mean, I'm not mad about it. I mean, now that you mention it, I mean, I haven't worked for Hood Slam. It just didn't, it just we didn't cross paths that way. But I would, as long as there was like, let's say, a fun match. If there was somebody, if it was like a good match worth going to, or like your expenses are paid too, where I'm not like asked out a way to get there, you know? Like if it's a good match, I don't need to be making bank. I'd like to, but if it's something that's going to help the company or, like if there's something else going on, I'm willing to negotiate because I want to help the industry as well as myself. I don't want to I'm not just out there for myself, or else I think I would be in a different place right now if I was out for myself. Um, but it was always like, oh, okay, like let's say I could wrestle Shotzi. Oh, they can't like cover my thing, but they can like get me out there. But it's cheaper and I could stay an extra day and have like some playtime. Like all that stuff always made the difference. I would always like be down for that. And like now I would be way more willing um not to negotiate like, oh, I'll take less. No, no, no. I because I got bills to pay. But like I'd be way more willing to work the stream and mental health services as a part of the package to be able to travel and do more so that it weighs more in benefit for the company and the workers so that the workers get more out of it. And that's including everybody in the staff, you know, because like the idea was, well, I've had a few ideas, but I wouldn't want to do seminars where it's just like that, like I'm just talking at people. It would be to kind of be there if people wanted resources and then have like a version of a Discord that we have for workers. Like they're welcome into our Discord, but if they needed like a worker only chat within the Discord so that they're able to, do what they need to do, that they can have that. But that we can all share in those resources, like for whatever we need, even if it's like a place where we need to rally and find protests so we know what's up and where to go, because that might be a thing too. We might need to know where to go. Who knows? I need to know how to shoot a bow and arrow and throw a chancla. So we're gonna do target practice. Mm-hmm. Oh, oh. See if she does it. See if she does it. Hi, John. How you living? I've not been to a Hood Slam show, but I've seen some of them, and I'm not past gimmicky shows. I've I've been to some gimmicky shows. These little feet are gonna get me. These little feet right here. These little feet right here. These little feet right here. I'm gonna eat them.
I'm gonna eat these little feet. I'm gonna eat these little feet. These feet are made for kicking, and that's just what they'll do. I can't shoot down. The point with your body thing is also different for me. One of these days, these feet are gonna twitch all over you. My toxic trait is that I like to slowly touch the tips of the fur on the bumbuni. Just the tip of the fur until they feel that I might be touching the tip of the fur in between their toe beans. And then they go, "Why do you do that?" I can't help myself. It's very addicting. Oh, ear hairs are good, but I can't do it to Loki because I will get eaten. I also really like to when they yawn, I like to catch their yawn and I'm waiting for them to do it to me. Like I have so many receipts coming my way. It's disgusting. So I have about 9 years of receipts for Thor. Like when they yawn and the tongue, or I put the little right in there. Or if you're feeling spicy, make the Yoshi sound when you tap the tongue or you boggle the tongue so that they go, ah. So when they're yawning, you go, Bum, and you interrupt their yawn. And then they're like, and then they can't quite get that full extended yawn. And then they just look at you and they're like, but why? Why? Um, I don't know. Uh, because I'm chaotic. and and I said I was all these things, but I didn't say that doesn't mean I'm not a shit stirrer. I'm human. Then there's also when they're sleeping and right here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not dog enough. I'm not dog enough. Hold on, I can't see. I can't see. Okay, so pretend I have snoot and my snoot is where the dog is, where the snoot holes are up here. So snoot holes, and then you just touch the tiny, touch the tiny little holes when they breathe outside their nose, and you sing a little song, and you see just how long it takes for you to carry on this joke until they get fucking pissed. It's hilarious. And they don't get really mad. They just go,
and then they just huff out, and then they look at you, and sometimes I get a kiss, and then they go back to sleep. When Bonnie goes out for a walk before she gets into her harness, there are mandatory big Bonnie stretches, complete with huge yawn every single time. Oh, you have to, because you have to, yeah, stretch in the back and stretch the toes and stretch the butt and then stretch the hips and then stretch in, stretch out. Knee stretch. Thor has to stretch everything. Thor has to stretch his phalanges. He has to stretch his salad fingers. Then, when Thor's harness goes on, he lies down and he plays this game where it's put the harness on the boy that is giving you all his body weight. So I have to, when he's slumped over on his side like this, he goes and looks at me with one eye and pretends he's asleep. And then I have to like move his limbs like this into the harness. It's a fun game we play. He does this, uh, and he's awake. He's awake for it. He just pretends he's asleep. And I have to lift his body up like that and then lift him up and then put the thing underneath him. And then when I click it, he's like, yeah, I did it. Um, like we could just put our harness on. We could just put our harness on. But and then Loki started to do it, but Loki doesn't like to be handled as much as Thor. And I was like, Loki, we can't play this game because you like to eat everybody. And then she was like, no, I play this game too. With her little toothpick legs, like, no, please do it to me too. And I'm like Loki, but like if we play this game, like you gotta be cool. And she's like, I'm gonna be so cool. I'm gonna be so cool. So I start to do it with her, and then she goes, and I'm like, no, no, we talked about this. We talked about this, honey. When we do this trick, you can't. You have to be cool. The part of this, it hinges on you being cool. And then she's like, it's like, oh my God. Not Solo's doggo with the drama. Yeah, I know. I was making the appointment for Loki today, and they're like, so how does she do at the vet? And I was like, so not great. Can you put the party hat on her? Because I'm not going to do it. I don't know who taught them drama. I didn't. Obviously, I would never teach them drama because, like, why would I do that? That would just like add extra zazz to my life. Why? Why would you be so dramatic? Gosh. My gosh. And use the oven mitt. I have some artwork I never finished that I was doing for Kitchen of Chaos where I found my reference material was a zombie hand and I drew like the oven mitt, like the blue oven mitt like coming out of the ground and I was going to fix it to look like a stove and then I was going to be like Kitchen of Chaos. Maybe I should finish that one. I'm not very good with hands. It was very challenging. The glove. I have frozen butter in my freezer that I was going to use for biscuits. That the end. I have no stove here, so it's the end of my story. But biscuit butter. It's biscuit butter. Yeah, when you know it, pre frozen, ready for the biscuit making, ready for the biscuit batters. Nope, Mm-mm. No, I don't think we could biscuit. We could batter biscuits. No, that sounds bad. We could whisk it. Betty Botter bought some bis. Nope. Betty Botter bought some butter. It's frozen fresh with frisky fritters. And she said the batter is bitter. Add some sugar. Won't you please? Making scoots? Scoots? That's how in my head, I read it as scoots, even though I know it's biscuits. If I put it in my batter, it would make my batter biscuit. Wait, it would make my batter bitter. It, if I put it in my batter, it would make my batter bitter. Or make my batter better. It better make my batter bitter. So Betty bought a bit of better butter. SOCKS. But wouldn't bitter batter make better biscuits? No. Why are we doing this to my mouth? You have to ask Betty. I could go for biscuits. Does anyone have any biscuits? Not the ones I have to make, though. I know you're not alone. The biscuits in the store. Bring me one or two. And hot dogs with you. I could make them. Could Starburst make biscuits? You know it. She left to go to bed. And I bet, right? So I don't see her. So that means she's at the foot of the bed right now, waiting so that when I walk in, she goes, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Give me treats," right? Because it's, nighttime treats. Um, and then I give her a couple of treats from the good girl jar, and then she eats them and she leaves right away because it's all she wanted. And then she comes back with Journey Mouse, and then she goes, and then she's like, "Hey, so I did this thing and like money please." And then I have to give her more greenies. And then she's like, "Okay, move all of this because I need to go to bed." And then I'm like, "Okay, but like I have to lay this way." And she's like, "Oh, this is so annoying." And then she leaves and she comes back and then she goes to her flower. Nope, she came to get me because I took too long. Now she's clawing me. She's clawing me because she's like, um, hey lady, hey lady, it's the Mimi time. Hello, lady. Hi, lady, please. I need to have my greenies. Hello, I'm 16. Give me my greenies. Ma'am, ma'am. I wish I could show you this. Hello. It's the ones where she pauses and she's like, ma'am, you know what? It's fine. I'll go to the other calf. I'll go to the other calf. Hello. Do you know what time it is? Honestly, do you know what time it is? Because my internal clock, because I don't need a fucking watch, because my name is Starburst, and I hunt all the mice here. Do you know what time it is? You obviously don't, because you're out here doing your little thing. Okay, but my skin is telling me that I need my greenies. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you see I have already put my night face on? All right. So, right. Okay. Can we do it, please? Chop chop. It's literally all that's happening. Come here. You are not alone. I'll give you all the greenies. I just wanted to hold you, 'cause I know it's your favorite. You love all this attention. It's definitely what you asked for. Ow! Now she's back at it. She's just on the floor. Hey, hey. Oh my God. She gonna fish your car. She sure is. She tried to walk out the house the other day. I was like, where's your ass gonna go? Where you gonna go? Ain't no churros out there. You ain't gonna get a yogurt packet out there. Who's gonna make your pate? Who's gonna take the minced can and squish it because we got a variety pack and we couldn't control it. So I squish all the little things for her so she can eat it. Nobody gonna do that shit. Calm your ass down. The hell you going? Oh my God. I tell you, she's so funny. Wow. Dream Loki. Star Wars is just running hell. Oh my God. I thought that, wait, do I not have access to that right now? Oh my God. Oh, okay. All right. What? Come here, girl. Could we just? Could we just? Could you just? Sweet, sweet angel baby. Oh, is it true? Oh, oh. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Could we just, no, don't do that though. Remember we talked about don't do that. Don't rip up the carpet any. Oh God. Oh, Starburst. Oh God. Are you okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh jeez. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's raid somebody. I moved her away from the little patch that she was like clawing. And then when she turned around, the table leg was there. So I was like trying to hold her head to avoid her like, ah, and like turning into it. We're just gonna get her some greenies, and then we're gonna come back after breakfast. So we're gonna come back after breakfast with some good shit, and this way everybody's awake and they can do their physical therapy, and we can have meditation with Loki, and we will have a more lively crew. Um, thank you all for hanging out tonight. Thanks for being here and just having some tea with me. Um, it means the world. It really, really means the world. I'm so grateful for you, truly. Um, thank you. That's all it has to be, you know? So I found some people that are on, and I think they're doing some fun stuff. Um, so we can go and say hi. Oh, I just put everything away because that is what working with no mouse is like. Okay. Ooh, Squee TV is on and they're doing Sea of Thieves. I haven't played Sea of Thieves, but I just like we just rated them like not too long ago, but like they're doing a shared chat. It looks really, really cute. Let's go say hi. I know I can see it like my thing's like kind of like giving out. It's doing great. It's doing great, everyone. It's doing great. We'll be here tomorrow. We're going to get the kids all breakfast up, and that means I'll have breakfast after them. So we'll settle in for a nice brunch together. Let's go say hi to Squee TV. I love you all. Stay hydrated. Have a delicious sleep. And remember to wash your ass. Good night, everyone. Love you.